in the background, and the lyrics could literally be whatever. I only realize if I relate to lyrics if I've heard the song 100 times, and I'm like, oh my god, wait, me too, John.
Yeah, because then you get to know them and you memorize them. But that's cool that it's like for you, like the environment, like the weather and like the setting and stuff.
Weather's huge.
Point too. And I do want to mention also, I sort of credit John Mayer for flourishing my love for songwriting, because the first song that I actually like analyzed was his song Why Georgia. Like it was my first, like the first like songwriting lesson that I had in high school, where we were looking at the lyrics of Why Georgia, and like it like something just clicked in my brain where I was looking at it and listening to the song and being like, oh, like this is songwriting. Like his lyrics are just like so incredible, and the way like the language that he uses in his songs in particular,
he romanticizes everything. He's more sophisticated than any other man his age, and he doesn't stray away from how he really feels about things, and he like writes that way as well. Like he's not he's his own individual person, and he always kind of has. Oh my god, fuck. I made my girlfriend a playlist the third day that I was talking to her, and Why Georgia is on there. And like something like Olivia, all these old songs that are still so relevant and such bops. Like
I think he's
just
that's okay.
His guitar is like unlike any other. Like
he's very good.
He's
really good.
Yeah.
He there's something like he is able to write a song about something that can connect to so many people, but write it in a way that's new and different. Like in Why Georgia, he has the line, in the kind of morning that lasts all afternoon, just stuck inside the gloom. And like it's so simple, but it's also like, you know, you could say like, oh, it's like a long morning, or you know, it's I feel bad, you know. He just like is able to deliver it in such a way that like instantly connects to you, but is also so like complex at the same time. Anyway, I could talk about lyrics for days, but
I can tell.
I was
like, shut up.
I got this is like way personal, but more personal than we would ever usually dive into. I was with somebody who didn't really understand mental health issues, and at the time it was like 2018 or 2019 where I Guess I Just Feel Like by John Mayer came out. And I was trying to put my condition into words, and I was like, okay, I can't fucking do this. This is too much for me right now to explain to you how I feel.
I literally just got chills.
So I literally was just like, listen to this song, you fucking idiot. This is how I feel. This is how I am as a person. Yeah. And it's pretty much just like, some days I just don't wanna. Some days I just fucking can't, and I don't think I should have to, kind of thing. Like, it's just, it puts depression and a lot of mental health issues like into words, and it's more like understandable for people who can't necessarily relate or understand these things. And that's what I like about his music, is like it's all over the place in terms of happy, sad, kind of about nothing, kind of about everything. But I've literally used his song to like my coming out in terms of me explaining my depression to somebody who didn't get it. So like,
and it's so simple too. It's so simple too. It's like, I guess I just feel like this. And it's like, like
I don't want to, but I do. And today I just don't feel like fucking doing the day things. I just don't want to. I just want to give up, kind of thing. And that's literally what it's about. And I can't sum up depression or like other, defeating mental health issues any other way other like that's like fucking listen to the song. Just go listen to it and digest it. And that's how it is for most people.
I think that's my favorite thing about music, and that's that's why I love lyrics so much, is because you're able to put it into words, something that somebody else might not be able to express. And I've been on the other side of that. I've been on the side of like listening to a song and having it fully encompass everything that I'm feeling, but I haven't been able to express it in such a way. And I'm just grateful for music that is able to do that. And that's why I like writing so much, because I know that what I write has the potential to connect to people in that way. And as long as I'm authentic in writing it, I think that it will be authentically like delivered to someone who needs it.
It'll only find the people that it needs to.
I hope so.
What about you? You're more of like a funk goddess.
I was gonna say if I could get a fucking word in, that'd be great.
Well, me talking about my depression once ever. When is it time to talk about Maria? I'm sorry.
Yeah, thanks.
It's like I'm in a band.
Kate. That's enough of that. No, it's true though, because it's I didn't used to get depression or anxiety when like Casey was just figuring out that she had depression, and like it was challenging for me to get hold of that, and I think now I understand it a lot more, mostly because she's explaining music, not because of John Mayer. Sorry, John Mayer. Not giving you a shout out there, but it is definitely a way of giving people, you know, an understanding of how to fucking deal with it. Anyways, mine. What was the question again?
Is it
what's the first thing you hear?
Is it the lyrics? Is it the setting? Like, what is it that makes you love music?
I know that it's the bass. Like, I know it's
the bass. It is the bass. I honestly gotta say it's the that's what it is for me.
Maria's hips are like,
I love the bass. I love bass in all fucking songs, no matter what it is.
Slap of the bass.
It's what I hear. It's what I hear the most for some reason. I don't know why. I never played the bass. I wish I did. It's like the easiest fucking thing to play.
It's so funny because like I'm saying the second time, you're reminding me of everyone in our family. Yeah. Because specifically this like our side of the family is like, and it reminds me of my grandfather, and I want to cry because he always had funk music on, and it reminds me of like going to parties at your house when we were younger and having like that funk playlist. It was always, for some reason, like always funk music, like Kool and the Gang. Reminds me of Selena, like literally every time. I was just looking at videos the other day of like when Selena came to visit me in Boston. This is our other cousin. And we were listening to like Wolfpack, which is like new funk music. It's like it just carries on the tradition in our family of just like it's like when I feel good, the first thing I want to put on is funk, which is very heavily driven by bass. Like it just makes me feel so happy.
I just want to listen.
Because you can't be mad when people are talking about meeting a pretty girl at a disco.
No,
you know what I mean?
Boop, 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 Mary Jane. I love you, Mary Jane.
Are you talking about weed?
I mean,
for sure.
No. I actually really am in love with a woman named Mary Jane. This is my coming out episode.
Oh, that's beautiful.
She's like, oh my god, thank you. No, I just enjoy the funk. I enjoy the bass and the melody, I think, of songs more than anything. And then once I get that down, then I enjoy I try to memorize the lyrics, but I don't actually care about what the fuck the lyrics are saying.
You just want to be able to sing.
I just want to sing it. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
you got that Mary Jane part down.
Which what?
I said you got that Mary Jane part down.
That's
good.
Thank you. I know the whole song.
She's only practiced 600 times in the mirror today alone.
That's great
twice.
Though.
That's great. That's for me. It's the melody. It's always the melody. I love this song.
I don't know terminology. What's a melody?
What's a medley?
A medley or a melody?
No, she's just
melody.
Know how to say melody.
A melody is like a string. It's like notes that are strung together. So if I sang like what Maria was doing, like Mary Jane, that would be considered a melody. And like technically a bass line could also be considered a melody because they're playing. It's like like individual notes. Mm-hmm. And then when you stack 2 notes on top of each other, it becomes a harmony. And then when you stack 3 notes on top of each other, it becomes a chord.
Wow.
A triad. And then when you put a 4th underneath, it becomes a chord. Wow. So a melody is like in my song Rubber Band, like you were bending my heart. Like that, it's just what I'm singing is considered a melody.
Both of our mouths are like, wow. Wow.
So when you're listening to a song and you're singing along to it, that's a melody.
Yeah. Damn. That's what I hear first is that not so much like what the lyrics are saying, because honestly I couldn't give a shit about what the lyrics are saying unless
you should give a shit.
Well, if I really am into, like, for example, I don't know, Adele, sometimes I really read into like her lyrics and I'm like, okay, well this kind of makes sense, or Mumford and Sons. or even your lyrics, Phoenix, I do, because it's like slower, more,
you can hear them.
yeah, like
They
more
want you to
harmonic.
hear them more than just like the loud music.
It's more about the actual lyrics and the song than it is just like the melody and the jam, you know? So that's when I hear lyrics more and I lean into them a little bit more.
I think I have a hard time differentiating on either. Again, I either like it or I don't. And if I do like it, then I'll give it more of my time. And if I give it more of my time, then I'll analyze it more and I'll like read into it more. But music is hard for people with like neurodivergencies. I'll tell you that.
It's just very fascinating to me as a musician to hear like what is the thing that other people listen to the most in music, and it varies from person to person, but it's cool because as musicians, like whatever our specific passion is within music, we tend to like focus in on that.
That makes sense.
And it's cool to hear like what other people are actually listening to, and I need to know that kind of stuff.
I still listen to CCR every day. I don't know. I don't listen to a ton of new music, and I do like to reevaluate the music that like I did once listen to, so that I can see if it's still like relevant, if I still like it. But CCR and like John Mayer and fucking like Otis Redding, like these are like I have no one taste in music, and neither does Maria. We're all over the place, so we're bad examples of what are people listening to, because we're not the average.
I don't like listening to music.
Yeah, you're weird. That's amazing though. We like the world needs people that are diverse music listeners, and I think most musicians and artists themselves are very diverse. Like I'm super diverse. Like I fell in love with music through funk, and then when I started songwriting, I really got into like folk and indie folk, and every genre has like a special place in my heart. I really love rap music. It's like all of the above.
What?
Wait, really? Are you laughing?
You're like, I really love rap music.
I'm imagining you
like
twerking.
I don't look like the type of person that would love rap music, or the type of person that probably should be listening to rap. But
like, I mean, who is though?
Well,
it's 2021. We can't just like.
We can still like, I don't know. You like whatever you want. We just are surprised at that.
I
know.
Option. Is it the Nicki Minaj super bass for you? It's for me.
It's not for you.
I know. It's like old Kanye and Kendrick Lamar.
Yes. Chance the Rapper.
Yeah. Anyway, but it's good because I also don't want to put myself into a box genre wise, and a lot of people always ask me like, what genre are you? And I'm like, I don't know. I can do my best to try and live with it, but you know, it's just like it feels good to just do what feels good musically. So I'm just gonna do that and see what happens.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think we should pause. Do you need to pee? Okay, Casey needs to pee. With that, should we get into the random thought?
Sure.
Yes.
All right, give her. Bud.
As Phoenix would know, we do a random thought, mainly just the things I think of in the shower or before I go to bed. I like write down because I'm like, wait, I want to share this on the podcast.
Okay.
Maria is fortunate enough to know that I have been buying or getting squishmallows bought for me.
I knew it.
What is a squishmallow?
Okay, so
before we move forward,
because I'm on the internet a lot and I really like TikTok, I fell into this black hole of like these squishy egg-shaped stuffed animals who all come with a name and a personality.
We're 25.
And hobbies.
So it's like Webkins.
Yes, but they're bigger, squishier, and they make a great fucking pillow.
And you can't play with them on a computer program.
Okay.
Anyways, guys.
So they're squishy.
They're very squishy.
Very soft.
Very soft. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm really into those right now. But you know when you buy something at a store and you pick it up, you touch it, you feel it, see if this is right for you.
Mm-hmm.
Think of all the hundreds of other people that have done that to things that you have bought.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to know, even if you wash and steam something or whatever you do to like a new say like couch pillow that already comes with a cover or a stuffed animal, like how long